The following report contains some disturbing images.
The dead policemen were flown back to Cairo's military airport. The government believes that al-Qaeda-style jihadists killed the men. Egypt's official media hasn't tried to connect the killings with the violent crackdown on the Muslim Brotherhood, but they add to the sense of profound crisis. The caption on the screen, "Egypt fighting terrorism," in English on an Arabic language channel, is the message the government here wants to get out to its Western allies. Mustafa Hagazi, the advisor to the interim president, compared the Muslim Brotherhood's organization to Nazis and fascists in 20th century Europe and said proportionate force was being used against it.
In the middle of a non-peaceful assembly with people with machine guns, with people firing on our police forces, again, if that happens in any Western capital, I would expect that you cannot just define what will happen.
Would you expect hundreds of people to die?
I cannot give the count, because I would say this is the momentum of the situation.
What do you think the future is going to be then for Egypt? Are you going to restore democracy?
I would say it's democracy, freedom, justice.
How long before all that's restored?
It's happening as we speak. We're having now a political process.
How can you restore democracy with the barrel of a gun?
And how can you protect the people of a certain country from being killed? Egyptians are focused on their march to the future. They know their goals, they know their enemy, and they know the definition of victory.
Cairo's main mortuary shows how nightmares are coming true here. It's overflowing, so rotting bodies are kept in 4 refrigerated lorries. People looking for missing friends and relations pick their way through the stench. Desperate, bereaved families want to talk, but local people around the mortuary are violently hostile to international news teams, believing government propaganda that we're biased. So the BBC had to film covertly.
What makes it so depressing for Egyptians is there doesn't seem to be a way out of this. There doesn't seem to be a way of making it better. The two sides in Egyptian politics are not talking to each other. People fear more violence, perhaps even much more violence.
Families often say there's an official conspiracy to disguise how people died in demonstrations. This man is complaining that the death certificate says killed by asphyxia when the body was burned. I've seen certificates for people who've been shot with causes of death left blank. Many Egyptians believe demonstrators get what they deserve. Others fear the country is going back to the way it was when Hosni Mubarak was president. His lawyer says the old dictator might be released from prison on remand in a few days. The dreams of the Arab Spring of 2011 seem very distant. Jeremy Bowen, BBC News, Cairo.